Welcome to Healthcare Sucks. And another wonderful day of politics. With terms and conditions. Terms and conditions of politics may be that if you watch too much of this, your brain will rot and fall out of your skull. With that being said, that's a better view, isn't it? Anyway, listen to this and then we'll have a little chat.
That Mmueller report, it does not go away because so much could happen. We're live to our
YouTube.
Mmueller report, it does not go away because so much could happen. We're live tomorrow, 10 a.m., of course, on Cavuto Live. We're going to have the former independent counsel, Ken Starr. We've got House Oversight Committee ranking member Jim Jordan. The market implications of this, markets are closed today, but they've been just sort of shrugging their shoulders. No big deal. We'll get through this, will we? The financial and political impact for you, your money, your life. 10 a.m. tomorrow. See you then. Here's the...
Hello, everybody. I'm Jesse Waters, along with Dan, Donna, Dana, and Greg. It's 5 o'clock in New York City, and this is The Five.
How did Donna land this? Fake news.
However, what the president is now calling the crazy Mueller report is far from over. Trump ripping negative claims in it as, quote, fabricated and totally untrue. He's also tweeting that because he never agreed to testify, it was not necessary for me to respond to statements made in the report about me, some of which are total BS and only given to make the other person look good or me to look bad. This was an illegally started hoax that never should have happened. And on the other side, Democrats are in total denial. House Judiciary Chairman Jerry Nadler has subpoenaed the unredacted Mueller report, and he and other left-wing Democrats are also refusing to accept reality.
If the special counsel, as he made clear, had found evidence exonerating the president, he would have said so. He did not. He left that issue to the Congress of the United States.
The Mueller report outlines disturbing evidence that President Trump engaged in obstruction of justice and other misconduct.
The truth of the matter is, he probably should not be the president of the United States, but for the Russian intervention.
Because Attorney General Barr wants to represent Donald Trump, I think he should resign.
Then there's the liberal media melting down. They're still trying to claim collusion exists.
They wanted to conspire. They just never found the right opportunity to do so. I look at this evidence, and it sure looks like obstruction of justice to me.
If there wasn't active collusion proven, then I think what we have here is a case of passive collusion.
The chapter on collusion shows significant contact between people on the Trump campaign and with the Russians.
I'm not going to let people say that, CNN or the media or whatever have been creating a false narrative. Yep. This report is plenty of proof that the questions that have been asked repeatedly were legit.
It is funny to hear the media, Greg, claim that they're vindicated after the Mueller.
Okay. Let's just not get the horse before the cart on this. I think the horse has been running after the cart for this whole situation. And now that this report has been released, the horse is in the seat. He's not even pulling the cart. Come on, guys. Let's take a serious look at this. Okay, they say truth. There has nothing been truthful for years about any of this. Collusion, Clapper, Comey, Rosenstein, the other boneheads. Oh my gosh. Come on, guys. I mean, anybody can see through that this was corruption. This was criminal. And I'm not saying this doesn't go on. And as far as Russians, come on. We have still interfering in other people's governments and toppling governments and sending in secret little troops by the FBI, CIAs, etc., three-letter agencies, etc. We have done that. Anybody that says we haven't is lying. And then, so the Russians do it too. Everybody plays that game. So this whole thing has been a bunch of BS. We are in a time, we have been in a time since I was probably a baby, and that's a lot of years ago, let me tell you, because I'm looking pretty frosty. Anyway, that game has not been played to interfere in other people's governments for political gain and for power and etc. This is, like I said in my last report, this is not going away. This is just the tip. This is going to continue. Again, mark my words, 2020 elections, it's going to get down and dirty. And then down and dirty is not good enough. I mean, the best thing could ever happen would be a third party. But a lot of people don't realize, and I hope I don't offend too many people by telling the truth here, but to get a third party candidate, you'd have to have a lot of money, a lot of pull, a lot of free media. Who does that sound like? Think about it for a minute. Did not Mr. Trump spend kind of a minimal amount of money compared to what the other side spent? Lots, and still getting free media and popularity. So really, this is my take on the whole thing. We did get a third party candidate. And when the left and the right basically have always really hated him, and I do believe a lot of his own people still hate him, because he's not the put a bit in your gums kind of guy like the horse, a bit in the gum, and pull those reins like they do on all these other candidates, and come on, turn them this way, turn them that way. So I think we're all awakened that are watching these channels right now. I think everybody that watches my channel is awakened. And I thank you for it. And, God blesses you to be awakened now in these times. You're going to need to make your own decisions on everything. Not just because I say something, but because it is factual. It is the truth. And that the truth will set you free. That's true. But with that being said, I just want you to think about it. Go out there and research yourselves. You decide what's out there. But I've been doing this for a long time, just like healthcare. And I've never seen the corruption. They say Nixon. They throw a lot of other names out there. Nixon was an angel compared to what's gone on here. Compared to what is going on now in other countries. And one last thing, with the earthquakes picking up, the storms, go check out what's going on in other countries. Plus, Texas had baseball-sized hail a few days ago. Come on, guys. And all the die-offs, I got one for you to think about as we end this today. Is a healthcare report. Put one and one together. When all the mammals of the ocean start dying off, they are mammals. They are basically, humans are mammals too. When they start dying off and it gets to the top of the chain, guess who's next? So the time to give yourself to God, ask for forgiveness, love thy neighbor, love thy family, even if they're being jerks, love them. You could turn a bad day into a good day by just turning it around. But I know sometimes we don't want to. But think about it. Would you rather sit and be in hell all day long and argue and fight? Or would you rather have peace? And with that being said, I'll be getting back to you. And remember, healthcare sucks. Troy out. Have a great day, brothers and sisters.